Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am planning to show you how I get my hair blow dried like this. Many of you have requested, because you've noticed recently my change in hairstyle, and you've requested a little tutorial, so that is what I'm doing today. I hope you enjoy watching. If you're new around here then please do hit subscribe now, and I will just get in and show you how I dry my hair like this. Okay, so I have already gone ahead and used my products in my hair. So these are the ones that I start off with. I put in 1 pump of the Bedhead Ego Boost. This is like a split end mender. I also put in a heat protecting spray, which is this one from Schwarzkopf. It's very cheap, so it's the Got To Be range, and I've always used this one. I love the scent of it. And then I go in with the Tony & Guy Volume Plumping Mousse. I take one big huge pump of this into my hair. I put it right through the roots and all the way through the length of my hair, and this really is a key point of doing my hair. If I don't have this in, then the shape will not hold and I definitely won't get a good curl, so definitely don't use this sparingly. Use quite a bit of mousse. And then I also pop in this, which is the Tony & Guy Party Ready Volume Lotion, and this is really just for giving you a nice smooth look. You don't have to use these products, but something similar will work, but the mousse is a definite, and something for your ends as well will really make it more polished. So first of all, you want to start with towel dried hair. This is always the way I do it. Towel dried, and then I'll either go and do like my makeup and let it air dry so that your hair isn't soaking wet. It's just an easier way to start. And then you want to take something like a Tangle Teezer brush and just brush through all of your hair, mixing all that nice product together that you've just put in. Then you want to take a blow drying brush. Now this one here is from Sleep In Rollers, and I believe it's sold out everywhere, but I will try and find something similar, because all you really need is a brush that can first of all be used under heat for blow drying, and secondly has a barrel inside it with a lot of really close together bristles as well as the bigger ones, because this really gets in between your hair and really makes it that kind of brushed out Farrah Fawcett, really nice bouncy blow dry look. It just makes your hair look more sleek, and it's much easier to control than a brush that's maybe just got these kind of more sparse bristles. So yeah, something like that is definitely easier to grip your hair. Mine actually needs to get the hairs pulled out of it because it's caught so many in blow dries, so I'm going to do that first before I get started. And then next, all you want to do is just blow dry your hair so it's like 90% dry, because it's so much easier to work when your hair is drier and it's quicker. Like that. So the bottoms of my hair are still a bit wet and damp, but through the roots do actually feel a bit more dry, and I've dried it in an upwards motion so that I start to get a bit more volume in the top. And sometimes if I do feel like my hair doesn't feel like it has a lot of product in it, I will go back in again with some mousse at this stage, which I know seems crazy when your hair is already dry, but believe me, this works. So I literally just take a kind of palm sized amount, rub it through my hands, and then just take it through the hair, mostly through the length at this stage, and then just mix it through the top. And then what I do is I take a section literally above my ears, and this whole bottom section gets done at once. So I'm going to tie the rest of this up. I usually have a clip, but I've only got a bobble at the moment, so I'm going to tie this section up just like that, and then pull each section right down the middle like that at each side.
There's nothing left on it.
That's fine. Now once your hair is sectioned, you want to make sure that your blow dryer has got the nozzle on, because this really makes a difference. If you don't have one, I would definitely get one if you've lost one, because doing it like this is not going to help. Have a nozzle on, because it makes the airflow go in the right direction. It just makes sure that any of the little breakages you might have in your hair all start to follow the same direction of each strand of your hair rather than looking frizzy. So once you've split that into 2 sections at the back, brush both sections forward, and then what you're going to do is take your blow dry brush and literally split this into 2 sections, or whatever seems more comfortable for your brush so that it can fit on the barrel of the brush. And you're going to do the same thing for your whole entire head, and that is to brush upwards. So basically take your brush in one hand, put your hair here, and you want your hair to go in a U shape so that you're brushing it up the way, and this gives it a flick. But when you do it more and more through each layer of your hair, it then just basically becomes like a kind of curly blow dry. It's the easiest thing ever. Plus, if you do it this way, sometimes it's hard to bend your hair around in the right direction. But if you do it this way and wrap it over, it's kind of got no other choice than to go in that direction. So it just makes it so much easier if you're a novice at blow drying. So let's just get started, and I'll show you what it's like once I've done this whole bottom section. finally, that is the bottom layer of my hair done. I've just brushed through just to make sure it looks nice and fluffy and well finished at the end. So I'm just going to continue that, and it's also worth knowing that once I've actually finished a section and it feels completely dry, what I do is when I get to the bottom of the section, I turn it up again like this. Very lightly. Do not do this hard because your hair will never come out again and you'll need to cut it. And then put the heat on it and then slowly unravel it, and it just gives you that really nice bouncy curly end on it. And now you've just got this centre part which you're going to do differently. So taking each section, and rather than going up the way, you're going to go back the way. So if I take my brush here and I just take this section like that, you're going to put it in the back here and then brush it forward, okay? So every section is going to go like that, and the front is also going to go backwards, and that will give you a nice kicked out look at the end. Now I'm just running my fingers through my hair to make it feel a bit more natural and soft, and then I'm going to set it using some product. The first thing I'm going to use is my Toni & Guy Illuminating Hair Perfume. This also gives it a lovely fragrance and a shine. So it's nice and light on the hair, but it also smells amazing. So it's that kind of like salon finish. It feels lovely. So I'm going to just spray that a couple of pumps each side. And finally just taking some hairspray when I'm happy with the shape and just try not to move. And spraying that down into shape. So I've got that with the Tresemme. This was the number 3 Salon Finish Firm Hold hairspray. So yeah, that's the one I use. And then sometimes I tend to go over with my perfume again, just so that it smells good. And that is my finished hair. It really doesn't take long at all. It's the blow drying and the styling part all in one. So if you normally dry your hair and then straighten it or curl it, then really you're making your job so much easier by making it into the one process. Hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, then please let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!